Hi all. So in this session, we will see some of the problems which is related to JFET. Okay. So part 1 and part 2, I have uploaded some of the problems related to JFET. If you wish, you can have a look on it. So read this question carefully. When a reverse gate voltage of 12 volt is applied to JFET, the gate current is 1 nanometer. Determine the resistance between the gate and source. So here the same thing they have asked us to find the gate to source resistance. Okay, so what all values are given there? So my reverse gate voltage, I'm going to put that VDS is equal to 12 volt, and my gate current value, that is IG, is equal to 1 nanometer. It means 10 to the power minus 9. And now I'm going to determine the gate resistance between, resistance between my gate and source. So that formula is nothing but VGS divided by IG. So that is equal to 12 divided by 10 to the power minus 9. So the answer which I'm going to get here is 12,000, okay, mega ohms. So this, please have a note everyone. So this is a JFET, right? So in JFET you will have very high impedance. So this shows that, whereas in BJT your resistance value will be very low. It will be like in hundreds and thousands only. Okay. So now we'll move on to the next question. So when the gate reverse voltage of JFET, it changes from 4 to 3.9 volt. Okay, here they are given a changes in your reverse gate voltage. The drain current changes from my 1.3 to 1.6 milliamps. Find the value of transconductance. So they have asked you to find your GM value. So it's very simple. So my reverse gate voltage is nothing but VGS, that is equal to, first they have, it is mentioned that it has been changed. So I'm going to change first, find my appropriate value, that is del VGS is equal to 4 minus 3.9. So that is, I will be getting my value as del VGS is nothing but, when I substitute this, I will be getting 0.1 volt. Okay. Similarly, my drain current. So my drain current del ID is equal to 1.6 minus 1.3. So I will be getting 0.3 milliamps. So when I get all these values, I'm going to substitute in my GM. My GM is nothing but del ID by del VGS. So that is equal to 0.3 by 0.1. So my final answer, 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 3. So my final answer will be 3 millimole. Okay, why I am putting more? So this is the unit for my transconductance. Okay, so now we'll move on to the next problem. Here you can see a FET has a drain current of 4 milliamps. Okay, DSS value is given, my ID current is given, my VGS off is given, and they have asked us to find VGS and VP. So it is very simple. So for this, I need my drain current equation. So ID is equal to IDSS open bracket 1 minus VGS by VGS of the value which is already given, the whole square. So when I substitute, my ID value is 4, my IDSS is 8, and I'm substituting it 1 minus VGS. They've asked us to find, my VGS value is minus 6, so it changes to like this, and my, it is like whole square. So when I solve this, I'm going to get it like 1 plus VGS by 6 is equal to root of 4 by 8. That is 1 by 2. So when you find all this value, finally my VGS will be equal to minus 1.76 volt. Okay. So now I've finished calculating my VGS. Now I have to find my VP. To find my VP, it is nothing but VP equal to modulus of VGS off. Okay. So therefore, my VGS off is nothing but minus 6. So it is in modulus, means my VP will be equal to 6 volt. Okay. So now they've asked us here to find VGS and VP. We have found it. Now we'll move on to the next sum. So for a p-channel silicon FET with an effective channel width, A value is given, A equal to 2 into 10 power minus 4. My channel resistivity rho is given. Find the pinch off voltage. Okay. So now it is very easy. So we have to just see to the concept that they have asked you here to find the pinch of voltage for p-channel silicon FET. So for p-channel means your pinch of value will be equal to QNA by 2 epsilon into A square. So since it is a p-channel, FET, always p-channel has acceptors, right? So it is Na. If it is going to be a n-channel silicon, then this n-channel value, this Na will be nothing but Nd, which is nothing but donor. Okay, donor. So now there is a constant values in this. Okay, just I will tell you that here this epsilon is nothing but it is 12 into epsilon naught. Okay, so it means 12 into epsilon naught value is 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12. Okay, and another thing is QNA is given, right? So for finding the QNA, since they have given here clearly that it is a silicon, okay, so for silicon, okay, you have to write this. For silicon, my mu p value will be equal to 500 centimeter square. Okay. Now I'm going to substitute all this. So my QNA value, to find my QNA, the formula is 1 by rho into mu p. So 1 by rho value, which is already given in the question, that is 20. And my mu p value is given, it is nothing but 500. So when I solve this, I'm going to get 1 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay. So after this, I'm going to just substitute in my VP. So my VP is equal to my QNA value I found, it is nothing but 1 into 10 to the power minus 4 whole divided by 2 into epsilon value also I found here. So just substitute 2 into 12 into 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12, and my A value, it is given in the question, that is A equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. So I'll be putting it into, okay, 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 the whole square. So when you find all this value, my final VP will be equal to, okay, 1.89 volt. So this value is nothing but your pinch of voltage for P channel JFET. Okay. So these are the possibilities of questions which you'll be getting in your JFET. Okay. So if you have any doubts, please put it in the comment section. Thank you.